Okay, you guys, what's up? So you already seen the thumbnail, so you already know we're gonna get into this Queen Naija hate train, and I don't mind that diving and diving into it. Right now, I think it's a whole smear campaign going out, so we're finna get our intake. Okay, so last week I did part one and part two of the Queen of Lies, and it's supposedly allegedly about Queen Naija and Terrence and his ex-girlfriend Lindsay. So now we're going to get into his reaction to part one. Okay, and then we'll get into his reaction to part two, and then we're gonna go into part three and part four. And then um actually his ex-girlfriend Leslie. Earlier today, she just came out with a video clip from YouTube saying that she's about to give her story, and she said she did not write the book. So, well, actually, the title of the YouTube thing is, and it could be a whole stunt trying to get people to go click on it. It's like what people do on YouTube in a way. It's a clickbait. So, for people to come to the video and look at her video, whatever, which I'm gonna give my advice about. I'm gonna give my input about everything that's going on after I get finished. After we go through all these videos and we got them dab into them, I'm gonna give you guys my input of everything that's going on. Everything. Okay, so let's get into it.
A little bit about my thoughts and opinions on part one and what happened and what went down.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
And I'm allowed to.
and I got my popcorn,
have
guys.
my
These
own
are my
say so,
favorite
have my
with
own
my
opinion.
my
You know what I'm
Sprite.
saying?
Yeah,
And
that was Sprite.
not only that, we're gonna get it back. You did. You feel me? So let's go. Let's get right into it.
Review of Queen of
I already know, and I know. I'm gonna tell you why. I just already know.
Clay is basically allegedly supposed to be Clarence. So Clarence basically allegedly was
Imagine living your life, right? And people
was sleeping with
think they know you.
for money.
I feel like they know you better than
But no,
anybody else.
Fast forward
It's a little
before that, the young lady who is allegedly Leslie said that should she start at the point where he left her or where he convinced her to have an abortion?
What's this girl's name? Let's do this video.
Should she start at the point where the man was
Alexandra
for money?
Alex. I'm gonna call you Alex.
Where do I begin? Okay?
I'm gonna call you Alex.
So
Alex, you just said that.
Clay, it says that, in the book that Clay was handsome and all the women wanted him, especially older women. So Clay and his best friend had an operation running, like a money operation, where they would basically have sex
money and clout when she met me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like that's not it. That
Now we're gonna stop that right now. Now, Clarence is fooling himself. We all know that he was like a IG model or whatever. Does he model now? Does he model now? When was the last time he modeled something? Have you seen him in the magazine, TV? What is he modeling? It's because he's not modeling anymore. He don't do anything. He probably had 50,000 followers. Now you weigh 1 million. And you want to sit here and say goddamn Queen don't have anything to do with that? And Queen wasn't, yes, Queen was a famous YouTube blogger with Chris Seals, her ex-husband. So we're not gonna minimize what she wasn't. You know, we're not gonna sit here and be like, well, she wasn't this, that, and the third. But let me tell you something, because actually, if you want to be for real, I think it was even Chris' idea to even go to YouTube to even start the blog with the Love Family, with their Love Family blog. And it blew up. I think with Chris, it probably went to his head. You know, he's a man. They young. They got married young. I think it was like 18, 19 when they got married. They got married young. I mean, shit. I think chicks was jumping in his goddamn DM. You know, they probably sending him pictures of pussy and, you know, all kind of shit. I think he did what any young man would have did. You know, I don't think he thought with this. He probably thought down there with the other head. You know, it is what it is. But I don't think Clarence can sit here and say that she wasn't made before he met her, because she was very well made. Now, period. She was doing good, Chris. Even after Chris got that horn, Chris broke up. She got more fan base when they was breaking up because it was in the tabloids. And when your husband makes TMZ and he's on all these blogs with caught cheating on you in public with different women, of course, women are gonna cling to Queen. So we're not gonna sit here and say she had no fan base, because she definitely had a fan base. Period. And this is before you even thought of Clarence. I mean, she did. I mean, that's just being honest. She did. I think she probably got more people, you know, going through the separation because she was in a lot of pain. And that would be any woman going through a divorce, a separation, and you know, like dealing with all that. That would be I went through a divorce. So, you know, like I know you go through a lot. I mean, you feel like you're being judged by everybody. You feel like you got to make everybody happy around you. You feel like whatever you do or say is going to be judged by everybody. And this is why I really think Queen should just leave. I think she should just, you know, she should pack Terrence ass up and ship his ass, period. I'm sick of Clarence. Lee, I don't even understand how she got Lee managing her. I wouldn't even have any. I mean, I understand why she don't want anyone in her family to manage her. I understand it, because I wouldn't want anyone in my family to manage me. First of all, it would be harder to have someone in your family manage you, because even though they have good intentions, they don't know what they need to know to manage you and to get you to the next level, rather than getting you a professional to manage you. You know, I don't think so. And then with family members, you know, they always got the, you know, they need things, and you know they're going through stuff, and you know, I don't see, and that's where my thing comes with Queen. I understand why she didn't go with her family to manage her. I understand that 100%. Now, putting Lee in charge of her finances, that's a hell no. No, you see how Terrence moved the ex-girlfriend in the building. My thing with Clarence is, like, when I read part 2, the book, you know, what just took me over the damn thing with him, and even with the ex-girlfriend, since everybody wanted to jump to the rescue of her, is you knowingly supported him, knowing that he was drugging her while she was pregnant with their child. And you knew she was pregnant. I don't give a fuck what them bitch said, what don't transpired. I don't care. That's a baby inside of her, and you knew he was drugging her. You knew he was drugging her. You said it, and you said for months after that he kept on her and her sister. They was doing it, and you said nothing. You was getting it while it was good. Like, man, you still got your rent paid. You was getting food. You was you was doing whatever you wanted to do off of her dime, and you knew she was getting drugged, and you didn't think that would affect a baby, Percocets and shit. And you want sympathy, girl? Bye. And then when he was finessing the old women, and you want to sit here and say you was over that. Oh, so you a pimp now? And you expect for people to run to your aid and say that you the victim. This whole story is some motherfucking trash, if you ask me. I only think one person can finesse in this whole situation. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I think that's Queen. I'm gonna tell you, I think Queen right now she's moving with emotions. What I think she needs to do, I think she needs to take a step back, take her emotions and her feelings out of this shit, and she need to get her shit together up here. Period. Because she got too many people around her that's using her. Clarence, Maud, Lee, Patty, and the ex-girlfriend now. Because now the ex-girlfriend finna blow up off of your dime. Off of your goddamn, off of you. All these people are blowing up because the ex-girlfriend came in with a whole video that she's about to get her side, but you ain't got a side. You finna give your side about what really happened in your relationship with Clay. Don't nobody do this. I have never seen social media so invested in exes in people past relationship and affair. Man, this shit is ridiculous, bruh. And y'all really finna blow the ex up that was helping him drug her? And y'all want sympathy. Man, let me tell you something. Y'all, man, I'm gonna tell you, boy, they say goddamn money is that people, they so fucking judgmental. Well, Queen knew this and Queen knew that. I mean, what the hell did y'all know? What the hell do y'all know? Like, this shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, Clarence, he's some bullshit, period. Let's go to his next one. His dumb ass. I don't like Clarence either. I don't like him. I never liked him. He tried too hard to me. Where is Clarence second? I think this is his second reaction right here. Yeah, he's some bullshit. He is definitely some bullshit. Okay, you guys, let's look at this part 2 because I ain't even want to look at no more part 1.
And then you're gonna gas Jay Colombo. This is why I don't trust people like you. How do you?
And I guess you guys can just do what you want with the information. Okay. I sit here in this empty apartment contemplating if I should take these words into consideration. What if my perspective
You know what?
Now, y'all know what?
Alexander wrote it.
Some of his reactions, I don't think
it's either these two. You know what I'm saying? You know what Alexandra or her
I don't
met?
think he had.
They met like.
I don't think some of this stuff be real. I don't think some of the stuff in these books are real. I think they over exaggerate some of the things that happen. You feel me?
Yes, we kissed.
Grandfather, you dummy. Like, what the fuck? I don't have no grandfather. Do y'all see me with a grandfather around here? Am I fucking calling my pappy? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Other was in a unique situation that only allowed him to call us twice per week. I had a great relationship with him because he was one of the people who offered me a place to live when I had nowhere else to go. I was able to talk to this man about.
So my imaginary
I
grandfather.
told Clay to tell him I would be waiting on him, and then I hung up. I didn't want to spend another second on the phone with him. A few moments later, I received multiple messages from Clay. He was telling me how much he loves me and how much he misses me. He wanted me to wait until he got things together and that he would leave and be with me. He said he would put me in an apartment.
being tossed around a little.
And this is his ex-girlfriend saying why she wrote it.
Very carelessly too, and I didn't appreciate it. I think I've been quiet for about 3 years, and I've never said anything in regards to my past relationship, and I don't even talk about him, nor do I talk about his current girlfriend. I stay out of that. You guys know that when I go on Instagram Live and they mention them, I never respond. I act like I don't see it, and I just go about my business. It's not like me to entertain negativity. I don't like that. I try to be as positive as I can and just live a stress-free life and not entertain certain things. And people want to know my story, and I feel like now is an appropriate time to share my story. So I plan to do that. And I'm gonna start from the beginning of my relationship with Clarence to the very end, throwing some exclusive content there that you guys haven't seen. And
exclusive.
I hope this clears up a lot of stuff
that we don't know.
And I hope that
I mean, this is an opportunity. I feel like her and Clarence, they opportunities. Her and Clarence and Lee, they really are. They really are living off the queen.
I don't share my business, but I hope this does clear some stuff. And
yeah,
that's it.
Girl, that's some real bullshit. I'm telling you, they really living off this woman. All of them. It's some real bull. I don't even like it, bro. Now we're gonna go ahead and I guess we'll look at the emails that the supposed ex-girlfriend put out. Oh, it's some bull crap. I mean, this is
anyone. Secret email. I was so insecure I spied on Clay's emails and even forwarded his voicemails to my phone. I know it wasn't right, but I was so insecure when I left. I forgot I had access to his emails.
But Queen's insecure though.
I was so insecure I spied on Clay's emails
she's insecure.
and even forwarded his voicemails to my phone. I know it wasn't right, but I was so insecure. When I left, I forgot I had access to his emails. I was sitting in my hotel room, and out of boredom, I just started to read his emails. I came across this email from a friend. The friend sent the email to Clay and a family member. It was an entire plan to plot and scheme on this girl. My heart sunk. I realized that I was dealing with a heartless man that once had my heart. Damn. Email, sender. Hey man, I'm sending you and bro the plan. Make sure no one sees this. Protect it with your dear life. If y'all stick to the plan, we will be set forever. Rules. We got to start moving smarter. Y'all can't be saying stuff about her fans or money. Act like you aren't impressed. Treat her like a regular girl. Number 1. We have to earn her trust. Rule number 2, we need to cut off any expense of hers that is not beneficial to her brand or us. She can take care of all that other stuff later. We need to get our coins up. Those expenses towards people and those bills could be going towards something else. It's time for them to get a job. Clay, you got to convince her to start telling friends and family no when they call for money. That sounds very familiar. A certain public figure actually cut off their whole family and, basically cut them off financially. Very, very similar to number 2. Number 3, Clay, make sure you have her on grind mode. She can't get lazy now. Too much is at stake. When you see she is not working, say something. Always call her out. Tell her it's grind time. I've actually seen videos of that before. 4, her fans to look at you as relationship goals. You have to start being more open to photos. They eat that shit up. Hold her hand more, kiss on her, buy her shit and post it. Fans are, public figures, fans are very gullible. They think that everything they see is relationship goals. They think that every couple they see is real. No, people just be in fake relationships all the time. People fake relationships for money. People get together strictly for money. Oh, let's get together and be together for a bag. Or one person will plot against the other one. I'm gonna try to get with her, or I'm gonna try to get with him for clout or for a bag. And that's exactly what Clay was doing to this public figure. Faking a relationship, being more open, buying certain things for her, kissing her more, holding her hand, and posting everything so that the public can eat it up and say, oh, relationship goals. And then that couple can become their new favorite couple, and the views skyrocket and the money skyrockets. 7, we must keep the money in the family. Makes no sense to let a stranger eat off her. Don't suggest it. Just keep giving her hints. If she need a stylist,
Eat off her,
know
but y'all
somebody.
here.
Shit, if she need a therapist, let's coach Auntie Emma to be her therapist. It don't matter what she need. We got someone in our family for everything. We from New York. We make shit happen. Keeping it all in the family.
Queen is in the hand of the wrong kind of people, man.
Stylist,
and y'all want to sit here and say she's
I
the
know a certain
goddamn
public figure that
man.
the family is basically the manager. The boyfriend is the stylist. It's all in the family. Sounds awfully
I know they be
familiar.
gay.
Number 6, we doing okay, but when this deal go
I'm
through,
gonna tell you, they more stylish than these
eating.
niggas that
So make
be
sure y'all watch what you post
these
on social
bitches
media,
and these scrape
so we
niggas
don't
and
hurt her
shit.
brand.
Shit, them motherfuckers put some
I
clothes
don't know
up
what deal
on
is
some
that. A
clothes.
record deal? I don't know.
Period.
Bro, I saw a couple that made number 7. Bro, I saw a couple that made 6 figures from their wedding being televised. I will never force you into marriage with a John, but it's something to think about. You propose, boom, the TV offers start rolling in, and I'm just saying. Number 8, Clay know all the shit her ex did. She told it all. This should be easy for him, bro. We took down better Johns than this. She gave him the recipe to be that dude. Clay must do everything she complained about her ex not doing that day we was in the basement. Dude ain't really set no bar.
And y'all really want me to believe that this girlfriend a victim? She reading all this like she's trying to say that she hacked his accounts, his emails accounts, got all his emails and everything going to her phone, and she's reading this as she's sitting in a hotel room, laying on the bed. She reading all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And even after this, you still dealing with this man, and you still didn't tell Queen, oh no, because you're gonna still eat off of her too. Man, what a victim is. No, they not no victim, man.
Shit, dude.
All they ask is to be in jail.
Bar.
They need to be in
jail.
jail.
She will fall into Clay hands like putty. Shorty says she ain't never been on
I looked at Clay different when I heard the part 2, and he was drugging her. He was drugging her while she was pregnant.
You roll out the red carpet and treat her like royalty. She tell you her ex ain't never buy her something. You buy that shit. Make sure you record everything we got to make a bag off of you being her knight in shining armor that saved her from her horrible ex. Ha ha ha. Seriously though, Clay, you gotta portray yourself as the man who saved the princess. Rule number 9, we need to hold some type of promo and start charging her fans ASAP. Sienna, you need to pull some strings to see if we can do some type of fan event and charge them. That's all I have for now. We can keep adding to the list. What y'all think? Response, Clay, bro, you made a whole plan for us. I got this. Shorty ain't going nowhere. Which couple you talking about that made $1 million for the wedding? Me and Shorty can make double that. I need to start looking at rings. Our shit gonna be aired on our own page. They ain't eating off of us. Make sure you don't show this to nobody else. Somebody see this, it's over for us. Nobody can be trusted. Response, Sienna. I get you are trying to help. I agree with everything. We will talk about this in person. Too much is at risk for you to be sending emails like this. Please delete it and empty the trash. Never send nothing like this again. We will have our meetings. Good night. Oh shit. I'm sorry, deleting now. Sender said, we will talk. I just was sitting brainstorming about everything we talked about. Y'all right. I will move smarter, I promise. And bro, yeah, I tell you no lie, they made a cool $1 million from a wedding. We will talk. After reading that email, I had to get the hell away from him, far away from him. I made plans to go pick up things from my old apartment before I left. When I walked in, what I saw made my heart jump out of my damn chest. So basically, this is the whole plan laid out to basically bag this public figure and get her money and take her for everything she got. As you can see, rule number one was basically they got to move smarter and basically they have to be like unimpressed and unbothered by her fame. But
Anyway, you know, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this shit. I don't. I'm telling you. Okay, so yeah, this is part 3. We didn't go to part 3 and part 4, so we're finna get into part 3 now. Okay, so this is part 3. Okay.
Person I was. I didn't ask for this life, it was handed to me. I told her I was done. She could take her new life and shove it. And then I blocked her. I booked me a hotel in a city 2 hours away from my apartment. I didn't want to run into any of them. Plus, the Uber ride was on his girlfriend's tab. Not only was the account connected to the rides, the account was also connected to a food ordering app. Clay told me I could charge the bank account file whenever I needed a ride. He also attached the account to my Uber Eats, just in case I ever ran out of grocery money. I saw a homeless person with a sign asking for food. While riding, I rolled down my window and gave him $10.
I'm glad.
I thought to myself,
It ain't your money.
Maybe I should order food for a lot of homeless people on their tab. I ordered chicken, waffles, and about 20 pizzas. I Googled the address to a local homeless shelter and then called them to let them know the food was coming.
All on this
The woman
woman
who
money
answered the
now.
phone was so thankful. I ordered $353 worth of Taco Bell. I laughed a little every time I added a new item to the cart for order. I called the store and told them to give the food I ordered to the customers. It was a gift. The manager got on the phone and thanked me. Little did he know, he should be thanking my ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend. I knew it was petty. I knew it was a petty move, but I was acting out of anger. I guess Clay got an alert letting him know what I was doing. He called me from an unknown number screaming. I hung up. He texted me, "You really using this much money on Uber Eats, kid? I hope you enjoyed." I told him to leave me alone and consider it a charity. I had so much anger and hate in my heart that I knew if I saw any of them, I would be fighting again. Clay called me multiple times from different numbers before I got to the hotel. He texted again. This time it was a very long text. "Do you really think I'm going to leave you? You're the realest girl I ever been with." Just had to act like that in front of her. "You know I would never leave you out here alone." I ignored the text and then he said, "If you want space, I will leave you alone. But don't ever think for 1 second you can't depend on me." I took care of that eviction with my own money. I paid it so you can stay the rest of the lease. Shorty knows. I told her you were my best friend, and if she couldn't accept the arrangement, I was leaving. She told me as long as I don't make her look stupid and everything is low key, you can stay. But she wants an apology from you for assaulting her. Please just call her and apologize, princess. The number is 687-485 blank 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 6. Shit is all taken care of. That is still your place until I figure out a new situation for us. Please give me time. I know that I can get her to accept what we have. I love you, princess. Forgive me and go ahead and take some time to yourself. The door is open when you are ready. I rolled my eyes and powered off my phone. I arrived to the hotel and checked in. I slept for a few hours. When I woke up and powered my phone on, I had 28 voicemails. 28. Clay was always persistent when it came to getting what he wanted, but excessive calling was a bit much. I called my phone company and changed my number. After I changed my number, I knew that Clay was going to have a mental breakdown when he called and realized what I did. I expected for him to be driving around the city looking for me. I was laying on my bed, scrolling through my phone. About an hour went by, and I began to feel sad again. I couldn't help but think about Clay. I felt so damn stupid. Why was I still thinking about a man that I knew was no good for me? I ended up checking his social media accounts. I also remembered that I had access to his email account. Why not read his emails? I was bored, and he was on my mind. I began to read his emails and saw nothing out of the ordinary. I must admit, I had no idea Clay was making so much money. I saw multiple contracts from brand deals. I also saw an offer for him and his girlfriend to be on a popular TV show. I started to understand why Clay had a hard time leaving her. I had to be honest with myself. If I was Clay, I wouldn't leave her either. Shit. He got to mingle with celebrities, was invited to exclusive events, got brand deals, jewelry cards, and much more. He benefited so much from her. I began to scroll and scan his emails. I scrolled so much I came across old emails from months ago, some even a year ago. One email in particular caught my attention because I saw his best friend name. So I clicked on it and began reading. I immediately wished I never saw what I saw. After I realized what it was a fucking plan to use and plot on his girlfriend. My mouth dropped. My heart sunk. It couldn't be true. I knew that Clay was money hungry, and I agreed that it was okay for him to be around this girl for clout and make money. However, I had no idea he was planning a romantic relationship with her from the beginning. And his family and friends were in on it. This man had been lying to me the whole time. I took a screenshot of the email and logged out. After reading that email, I knew I had to get the hell out of that city and away from him. I booked my flight and planned to go to my old apartment and pick up a few things. The plan was to leave it all behind and be independent. But after thinking about everything I left, I realized I forgot my bracelet that my nana gave me before she passed. It was very sentimental. I valued it so much I was afraid to wear it often, out of fear of losing it. I had to go back. The plan was to go get my bracelet and a few clothes and leave. That night at the hotel, I started to think about everything. I was restless, so much on my mind. I began to think about those emails again. I started to feel a sense of empathy for his girlfriend. She was just a woman craving to be loved and appreciated, like so many of us. Although we had an altercation and she was with the man I loved, I felt bad for her. Okay, let's see.
I don't believe you.
I must admit, she seemed like a good girl. I was a predator in the situation too. I did prey on her being gullible as well. She was just a pick me, I'm a good girl. She had a pick me, I'm a good girl attitude. In the real world, sharks like Clay and myself at the time would smell a woman like her from a mile away. I see her type often. Those women brag about being a loyal good girl, staying at home, cooking, and making their own money. Those are all great attributes, but little do women know they are coming off as pick-me's. Those type of women are easiest to use and break down. Before my nana passed, she used to tell me often, never tell a man why you are a good catch and why he should pick you. He does not need to hear about how good of a woman you are. He needs to see how good of a woman you are for himself without hearing you tell him. That was the best advice she could have ever gave me when it comes to dating. When you tell a man how good you are, it will have the opposite effect because it comes off as someone who is looking for a man to appreciate you being a good girl. And he will do just that. Pretend to love the good about you because he knows exactly what you want. Then he will swoop in, pick you up, and drop you when he is done using you to his advantage. I wish I would have just taken my nana's advice about other aspects of dating because then I wouldn't be in this situation. I was thinking about all of that and how it applies so much to Clay's girl. I felt bad for her. I also started feeling guilty about dragging her when she had just given birth. I gave in, copied the number Clay gave me, and texted her, "Hey, this is Destiny. I just want to say that I am sorry for putting my hands on you. Congratulations on the baby, and I wish you and Clay the best." She texts back right away, "Girl, it's cool, but I want my hit back for you bum rushing me." Laughing emoji. I have no problem with you, Destiny.
She didn't feel
Clay
bad.
told
She
me
did it because
that
that's what
he
he
will
told
always
her to
care for
do.
you
So she can
and
keep
help
getting
you
her
out if
money.
you ever needed it. I have a big heart and I don't care about him helping you. It only becomes a problem when he goes behind my back and do stuff like moving you in downstairs without telling me. You can go back there if you want. We already discussed it. You can stay, but him coming to visit you is not an option, period. I ain't about to look stupid again. I thought Clay was lying when he said she was okay with me coming back to the apartment. I couldn't believe it. His ass had the gift of gab. He actually convinced her to be okay with it. I told her I was leaving and no longer wanted the apartment. She said, okay, but you know he is about to blame me for this, right? For making you leave, right? I didn't respond. Wow, either that girl was really understanding with a huge heart or just plain desperate and dick drunk. I was the same way, so I couldn't judge her. Clay had me accepting things I never thought I would. I ignored her text because I really didn't know how to respond. Let's see. I didn't know how to respond to that. I took a shower and went to sleep. My alarm went off at 6 a.m. The plan was to leave early, go to my apartment, and get my things. I figured everyone would be sleeping, and that made me feel more comfortable about going back. I scheduled my ride and was picked up in 30 minutes. When I arrived at the apartment building, my palms started to sweat. I was nervous. I exited the vehicle and told the driver to wait. He told me it would be extra. I said, no problem. I went inside the building and began walking to my apartment. I reached the door. I had entered the key and opened the door. When I opened the door, nothing could prepare me for what I saw next. I saw Clay in bed with his best friend, the guy he considers a brother. Clay was sleeping on his stomach with no clothes on. His best friend was next to him with his shirt on and he had no underwear.
Clarence is gay.
There they was, both sleeping in bed together, one with no clothes on and the other half naked. I snapped in rage again. I punched Clay so hard he fell on the floor and we began to tussle. Clay repeatedly said, it's not what it looks like. Chill, shorty. It's not what.
Isn't that Clarence is gay? He's bisexual. He like men. His best friend is his boyfriend. Like, whoa, like, cool. Shawty, like, man, this girl really put all this shit in the book, bro. Like, what the fuck? I know some of this shit is fucking exaggerated and shit, but like, man, you gonna put all man, it's one thing to over exaggerate things, but sometimes it's some subjects you just don't fucking touch. You know what I'm saying? Like, now she don't put a whole nigga on this nigga, bro. Like, man, girl, if you doing all this, I bet not. Like, we finna read part 4 after this shit. You better not be still dealing with Clay after this shit. Period. You just sat here and put this man out with a whole nigga. Like, you better not be trying to fuck with him.
The commotion woke up his best friend, of course, and he grabbed me and slung me to the ground so hard I felt like.
Are you gonna be your drunk dick woman just like Queen? You just called Queen drunk dick.
And he punched him. They began fighting.
You can be worse than Queen.
I just knew the neighbors were going to call the police. I jumped in and started punching Clay's friend as well. After a few punches, I stopped and ran to the room to get my things so I could leave. I had to get the fuck out of there. All of a sudden, I felt someone come from behind and grab me. It was Clay. He said, let me explain. I told him he was a liar, and if he liked men, that's all he had to do was live in his truth. He didn't have to string 2 women along. He said, shorty, I swear to you, I am not gay. We got drunk. I was hot, so I took my clothes off. He hopped in the bed with me when I went to sleep. I told him I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth anymore.
Bruh, like, y'all in the bed with no clothes on. Niggas don't get in the bed with clothes on, with no clothes on. Do they?
He said, please.
Is this what niggas are doing?
I fucking need you right now. I told him, let me go. He would not let me go.
I'm gonna need some men. Like, I'm gonna need the men that's coming into my video. I'm gonna need for you to tell me, like, is this normal? Like, do niggas get in the bed with other niggas naked?
I told Clay to go find his bro and go hold his boyfriend and let me go. He started crying hysterically. He told me to go. He let me go, and I fell to the ground and began screaming. I'm sorry. He let me go and fell to the ground and began screaming. I looked at him for the first time and saw him for who he really was, a scared man that was lost in a world of lies and money. He couldn't be who he really wanted to be. I dropped my clothes and gave him a hug. I told him it was okay. I told him that I would not judge him. I said, take care of yourself. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for the way I just acted. It's okay. Don't cry. He just screamed repeatedly, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I said, okay, I believe you. But deep in my heart, I didn't believe him. However, I wanted to comfort him. I wanted to be okay. I wanted him to be okay. Even if he was a jerk to me at times, I told him that I would check up on him and I left. I also noticed that the police didn't come. I would hate to live in a place and someone breaks in and I scream for help. Seems like the neighbors literally mind their own business. Or maybe the apartment was soundproof. You couldn't hear anything. I was just grateful I didn't go to jail. Then I walked outside. I was pissed. My damn Uber left me. He was definitely getting 1 star. I scheduled another ride and waited on the bench outside. I began to think about everything that just happened and I began to cry. Why did I feel like Clay was the victim and I just did something wrong? Maybe it was because I attacked him for something that was really none of my business. He had the right to live and do whatever made him happy. Even if I didn't agree with it, it was still his right. I wasn't mad at the fact I caught Clay in bed with him. I was mad at the fact that he had been playing with my heart and hers. I received a text. It was Clay. Hey, I'm wiring 25 grand to your account right now. Let's see. You will get that every month until I pay you 100,000. I know you will keep what happened between us. I'm sorry. I know you will keep what happened tonight between us. I stood up and began to walk around. I was thinking about how I should respond. I didn't want to take his money and just keep it a secret. I told him to keep it, and he didn't have to worry about me saying anything. At the time, I really meant what I said about keeping his secret, but things changed. When I got back to my hotel, I cried for about an hour straight. The next day, I was on an airplane heading to a new city. I thought things would get better for me, and I was leaving Clay. I was leaving Clay, his secrets, and his lies behind. But I was wrong. The hell was just about to start. I found out a week later I was pregnant. Damn, what did I do to deserve this? To be continued. Okay, guys, that is The Queen of Lies Part 3. This is a fictional book. Of course, it's listed under fiction.
Okay, you guys, we should go to part 4 of the book.
Anonymous writer, so we don't know who.
Go to part 4 of the book. This is what I'm ready for. I just need to make sure she ain't still fucking Clay after he supposedly was in. She found him in bed with his best friend Maud. Period. Because then that would contradict the whole lot. Like, how you gonna sit here and slick this queen, but like you do the same shit? Like, and then we still can't say you don't do the same shit because you just said he was sleeping with older women for money, and you was cool with it. You was operating it.
Me. When I first found out about
I go to part 4, yes. Okay, in part 4. Okay.
or this is why it's public record. Now, this book is bad about them and lied to discredit the other blogger, even if it was true. This brings me back to the evict because they paid or whatever the case. But I going out of public figures pay these. So when you and she tried to basically make it character list, they have no one ask kids for money or they ask kids for clout. So more clout. They say, okay, well, in the YouTube community, I mean, either I get directly paid, either I directly get paid from the public figure, or I just use their kiss ass and put out a good story about them or spin a story for them. Clarence avoided court and paid, but he was evicted by the landlord. So he gave the landlord his money way later and avoided going to court, avoided getting his stuff thrown out and all his stuff. Be true because it's not confirmed. I don't have any proof. Reading, you need to stop capping for these people because you want to kiss ass and because you want to look good. They flip flop and talk. They pay these people off.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna try to find part 4. I don't think that's part 4. Okay, so what is going on now is like they're making a big deal about a video that is supposed to be Clarence and Maud on the balcony, and they trying to say that they was playing, and then Queen walked in and she was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" And like I guess one of the boys was supposed to be on hard. So what we're finna do is we're finna look. Okay, we're finna investigate ourselves. I'm a good ass investigator. Period. Ain't no man finna get over on me. I'm a good investigator. I investigate. That's what I do. When I can't find something, you know what I'm saying? I know what can make other people move. You know? We already know what's the root to all evil is money. And money will make people do stuff that they don't normally do. Period. You know, so when you want to know stuff, you put money in, you involve money, and then next thing you know everything you want to fucking know. Period. So, but what we're finna do is we're not gonna involve no money. We're not trying to do all that. We just finna look at this video and we're finna examine it. Okay, period. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, Lord have mercy, these folks be tripping. Okay. Let's just look at the video, guys. Let's find what's going on. What's going on with the volume?
These niggas play too much on the balcony.
Okay, let's go back to it. Now, we gotta find what the fuck are these people talking about.
These niggas play too much on the balcony.
Let me start it back, you guys, because I'm really looking. Let's go back because I'm trying to find out what these folks talking about.
I'm excited because I see a difference. I don't got that belly no more. Like honestly, like no more belly at all. And then I look how ripped I'm getting. See a big difference because of the eating I've been doing, the work I've been putting in. You know what I'm saying? Just the overall dedication.
You guys, we're looking for them on the balcony playing, and apparently they trying to say that Claire Bear or either Patty or I don't know. Is Ma and Patty the same person? Can someone comment me that and let me know? I don't know.
3 pounds. Last week I was 144. Today I
Okay, so I didn't see anyone on hard. I ain't seen anyone on hard. And then it said she came in there and she was just like yelling and stuff. The only thing I seen her yelling about was they was playing on the balcony, which I would have freaked out too. I would have totally freaked out because like Clever went over there and he started wrestling a little too. It like he was wrestling a little too hard. And they're on the balcony, like what the fuck? That I don't know. Maybe I'm just scared of heights because I don't think like we would have been on balcony at all. Like that, I don't know. Like what the fuck? That shit is kind of mind blowing. How they just I didn't see anything. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Man, don't know about to put this on there because I'm putting.
I did not see that. I'm gonna look at it one time, you guys, but I did not see that at all.
Stop! Hey, stop playing on the balcony, y'all. Stop! Stop playing on the damn balcony.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
You gotta grow up.
that's dangerous.
What are you doing?
I'm putting on y'all. I'm putting y'all. Man, don't know about to put this on there because I'm putting.
So I mean, I didn't see it. So you know how social media is though. Like they try to find anything to conjure up, but I'm gonna tell you, I did not see what they trying to conjure up this time. Like I did not see it. I mean, they on the back of me being crazy. I see that much. That's it. But please guys, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, press the bell, and you will be notified every time I go live and every time I upload. And oh yeah, and I'm trying to start doing my lives like more, like at least like one every night, you know, because usually I'm up every night, like I'm up on night. So, you know. And plus I used to be a third shift worker when I was working at the warehouse. So of course, you know, I'm a third shift person. And so I'm up. So yeah. And so usually if I go live, it would be at nighttime. Sometimes it would be early in the daytime. No, it would be like late in the evening. Yeah. But my uploads might be like frequently throughout the day. I mean, ain't no telling what time I might go live. I mean, I might upload. I guess it's whenever I get finished like editing or whatever, and like whenever it uploads to the computer, to YouTube. But you guys, peace, much love to you guys, and I'm gonna see you later. Okay. Oh yeah, I want to come back with another Tasha K video because apparently Tasha K interviewed Jabra Wright and things did not go well. And you know she got Fuckery Friday tomorrow, so you already know I'm coming after her video. I'm going live. I don't know. Like, I want to see what that interview was like with Jabra, because you know Jabra do not hold back. That motherfucker do not hold back, period. So like, I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I can't wait. She made a small little clip. It was like a 1 minute clip. You know, she was just like, Jabra went off on her. She was just like, I always tell people, you know, like, you can cuss me out and everything, and I don't care. You know, man, let me tell you, I'm ready for that. I ain't no telling what Jabra told her ass. She ate her ass so. I can't wait, man. But anyway, you guys be ready for Fuckery Friday at Tasha K's tomorrow night. Well, in a couple more hours, you know what I'm saying? Because it's already Friday, 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:45, or 4:45. So, you know, let's just be, I guess I'm going to take me a nap or whatever, get my kids up for school, you know, get some homework done, and, you know, I'll be back. I think Fuckery Friday be like at, I think Tasha K Fuckery Friday be like 10:30. So yeah, so I'll be going live around 11:30. Yeah, because it used to be like an hour. Yeah, it'd be like 11:30 tomorrow night. Well, tonight, I don't know why I keep saying tomorrow night, but tonight. Okay, you guys. Okay. So I'm gonna see you guys later. Please check out the video and make sure you comment your ideas. Do you think social media is just going too crazy with the Queen Naija? Because I'm telling you, I honestly think that Queen should take her kids, and just step away from Terrence for a minute. I think she needs to get her mental together mentally. Like spiritually, I think she's at a war fight right now spiritually. I think Queen used to be very religious. If you look at some of her Queen old videos, even when you go back to her videos with Chris, her ex-husband, she was very religious. Queen now today is she's becoming a Carly B. Oh man, man. But she ain't becoming a Carly B. I think she's at a spiritual war fight to me right now. I think she got her demon. I think she got demons battling for her. I mean, I believe in the Illuminati. I believe in the elite high power. My thought plan with Queen right now is I would want to ask, did you sell your soul, sweetheart? Queen is very religious, and she don't represent that anymore. I'm not saying it because of the music she makes, because I love the music she makes. I'm gonna be honest with you, I love her music. I expect for her to have different music. I don't expect for this is what people don't understand. Every time an artist writes a song, it's not going to reflect what they're going through at that moment in their life. And I want people to understand that the thing about being an artist is you can make music for anyone to understand, for people to feel, for different people. It don't have to be something you're going through. It's just her being creative. I love her music. I love that she can sing on different levels about different things and events that's going on. And it's not about her personal life at that moment, what she's going through. That's not how it works. Mary J got all kind of R&B. You think she was going down her whole career? No, she wasn't. She wasn't. But that's what people wanted from her. She's a soul singer. That's exactly what she gave people what they wanted. Mary J has a beautiful voice. Beautiful. I think she gave people what they wanted. They wanted, different people from different artists. People expect different things from them. So when you get a person like Queen came in, she was very religious, kind of, So of course, I think people would expect for her to stay that way her whole career. I'm kind of glad she's dipping and diving in different things now. I mean, and I am. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from her. I think that it's great that she's trying to do different things, take different avenues, and try different. She's remixing a lot, whatever. They made a big deal off her doing the remix with Neo and Jeremiah and Lil Durk. That song dropped tonight. And people are making a big deal because Queen was on the mix. And apparently, allegedly, Terrence's ex-girlfriend, Leslie, dated Jeremiah at some point because they went to awards ceremony together. Now, do I think that Jeremiah dated her? I think he probably smashed her. I'm just being honest. I mean, we talking about these superstars, these superstars. We just gonna be honest. A lot of them they're just not monogamous. They date women. That's just what they do. They hit it and quit it. I mean, the ex-girlfriend is beautiful. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. So yeah, I'm sure she probably did at some point talk to him. But that don't mean that Queen shouldn't do a remix with him if the opportunity came. Who the fuck gonna turn down money? This is her livelihood, people. This is how she makes her money. So how can y'all tell her not to make her money because it's Terrence, his girlfriend. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, man, yeah. I mean, it's Clarence. Clarence is girlfriend. I keep getting his man name messed up. You know, they just show y'all I really don't like him. I don't really, I don't like him. I mean, I don't think he really loves. I don't think he loves her. I don't think he feels anything for her. I think he's an opportunist. Him and his whole damn family. And I haven't been felt like that. I felt like that when I first watched the video, and she was sitting on the couch and she was kissing on him, and he was like this, you know, like, I don't know. It was like he didn't want that affection. He did not show any affection. To me, he still don't show any kind of affection towards her. Period. So, like, no, I don't like him. I don't think he likes her. But do I think she should be like, well, I'm not going to do music with this person because they probably have contact with this person and they might have a connection with this person. They might have a connection with it. No, hell no. Let me tell you something. She's an artist. I would look at her like she was crazy. She said she would not do the remix. I'm not going to tell her nothing wrong. I'm not going to tell you she shouldn't do this remix with this man because it's a potential, you know, like they have potential that he could have been met. He smashed her her boyfriend's baby daddy ex. No, I ain't turned down no money. This is what I do. I'm a singer. I'm an artist. I would look at her like she was fucking crazy. She said, "Nah, I ain't gonna do that." Man, let me tell you something, Queen. Make that goddamn money, man. And I'm sure that what Clarence told her ass too, because that's the only reason why he's there. Because he want the money. And Lee too, because she wants the money. So you already know they was gonna tell her, like, because even if she didn't want to do that goddamn that remix, they probably were like, "Oh, you're gonna do this remix." The fuck? Who the fuck would tell her not to do the remix? Like, man, let me tell you something. This is the same woman that was goddamn okay with you getting drugged while you was pregnant. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all want me to have sympathy? I can't have it. I can't have it. Y'all ain't even trying to be logic. You know, I guess sometimes common sense ain't coming. And I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to see you guys later on today. See ya.